Today's session we're hitting legs and a little bit of core to finish. Now we're starting off on a single leg superset. You're going to single leg glute bridge with your back on the sofa. Now we're going to max reps with this to failure, but rep range probably about 15 to 20 reps. Now if you're getting way more than that, you may want to make the movement a little bit harder. If you're getting way less than that, you may want to make the movement a little bit easier. Focusing on squeezing the glute, squeezing the hamstring with that single leg, so moving up and down, keeping tension on throughout, maybe a little bit of an extra squeeze at the top of each rep so you can hone in on that muscle. Then you're going to go directly into a supported shrimp squat. Now with this, you're going to want to hold on to a table, a countertop, something where you can get your hand on and squeeze, and make sure that surface is super stable and you're not going to pull it over. And you're going to do a single leg shrimp squat with the support of your hands. So that is basically a single leg squat. You're going to take your back leg out behind you and you're not going to let it touch the floor as you load that front leg, and you go down as far as your range of motion allows. And the same with the glute bridge. We want to keep tension on and keep a burn into that leg, focusing on the glute, the quad. You're also going to get hamstring in there and keeping that range of motion going. And again, you probably want to fall between 15 and 20 reps, and it should feel pretty much like a max rep set with that. If you really struggle with that movement, you haven't got an object to hold on to, we have got an alternative, and that's going to be a reverse lunge. But when you stand back up, you're not going to let your back leg touch the floor. So it's almost going to be a reverse lunge, and then as you stand up, it goes into kind of the top range of motion of a single leg squat. So all of this is going to be on one leg. So you're going to do your glute bridge all on one leg, let's say the right leg first, then directly into the same working right leg for your shrimp squat or variation. Then you can rest 30 seconds to a minute and then do the same on the other leg. So you're really fatiguing that leg, going through with both movements without any rest on that leg during the set. Now we're going to load the leg. We're going to do a Bulgarian split squat. So you're going to put your back foot onto the sofa, front foot is out in front of you. Now, depending on where you put that front foot, it's going to depend on what muscles you focus on. If you take that front foot further forward, away from the sofa, it's going to focus on your hamstring and your glute more. If you bring that foot further back towards the sofa and let your knee track over your toe more, it's going to be more quad. So your choice on what you want to hit with this one. You're also going to goblet your dumbbell. So you're going to hold that dumbbell in front to add a little bit of load to that. Max reps on one leg, rest 30 seconds, max reps on the other leg, which you should be matching reps to either leg, and continue to just rest 30 seconds to either leg until you completed your 3 sets to both legs. Next we've got cyclist squats. So you're going to raise your heel on an object. What that does is allows you to stay more upright, kind of gives you a false sense of extra ankle flexibility. So the goal is to stay completely upright with your squat, as little forward lean as possible, and really let your knees track forward. You also want to have quite a narrow stance with this one, and we've got 2 other things to focus on during your set. Firstly, tempo is nice and slow and controlled, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. No pauses anywhere, so you're not pausing at the bottom, you're not pausing at the top, you're keeping tension on the muscle the entire time. We're also only going to work to a 3/4 range of motion, so you're not standing all the way up and letting your legs rest. You're continually moving, going 3/4 of the way up and then going back down. You've got 75 reps to accumulate in as few reps as possible, with the shortest amount of time between those as possible. So it's basically 75 reps for time. If you can go unbroken, cool, go unbroken. If not, take a short rest, continue until you've done your 75. Lastly, we're finishing on core. We've got 3 movements with a short 30-second rest between each one, and then a little bit longer after each set before you start the new set. Movement number 1 is going to be a straight leg crunch. So you're bringing your torso and your leg together. Range of motion isn't massive, so it's kind of a scaled V-up. Rest for 30 seconds. Then you're going to go into a Russian twist, just with your body weight, no extra weight. And you're also going to add a cycle to your leg with each rep. And then lastly, we're going to go with a crunch where you wrap your knees around your body as you bring yourself back up. So you're kind of folding in half, and that's going to take out those hip flexors a little bit and allow you to really squeeze onto your core as you do that one. Rest a minute or 2, repeat for 3 sets.